She refused to share one mango. 5 seconds later, her beauty began to disappear. She was the only child of King Dantala, a ruler whose wealth was spoken of in whispers across 7 kingdoms. His barns overflowed, his guards wore bronze, and his palace shimmered beneath the sun. And of all his treasures, Princess Amara was the one he guarded the most. But love without limits can be dangerous. From the day Amara could walk, the earth never touched her feet. Servants carried her wherever she went. From the day she could speak, she never heard the word no. Every desire was met before it was fully spoken. Every mistake was forgiven before it was questioned. And so Amara grew beautiful. But her heart grew hard. She believed kindness was weakness. She believed power meant control. She spoke to servants as if they were tools, not people. If food was too cold, she threw it away. If a servant looked her in the eye, punishment followed. Fear followed her footsteps wherever she went. The people did not love her. They endured her. Even her father, the great king, said nothing. "She is young," he would say. "She will change." But Amara did not change. One dry afternoon, when the heat pressed heavily against the palace walls, Amara woke with a craving. "I want moon calabash," she declared. The servants froze. Moon calabash grew only deep within the forbidden forest. Elders warned that spirits guarded it. They said the forest watched hearts, not faces. But Amara laughed. "Prepare my things," she said. "I am not afraid of stories." She entered the forest dressed in gold-threaded cloth, sunlight dancing on her shoulders. Behind her followed 3 maidens, Zira, Lola, and Nene, girls who had served her since childhood. They had learned silence was safer than truth. Deep within the forest stood a twisted tree bearing glowing calabashes, round and full, shimmering softly. "Pick the best ones," Amara ordered. As the maidens worked, a fragile voice rose behind them. "Child, may I have just one sip?" They turned. An old woman stood there, bent with age, holding a cracked wooden bowl. Her clothes were torn, her feet bare, her hands trembling. "I have not tasted sweetness in many days," she said. Zira reached for a calabash, but Amara stepped forward. "Stop," she snapped. "Those are mine." The old woman bowed her head. "Just one sip," she whispered. Amara laughed, sharp and cold. "I walked all this way for myself. Do you think royalty shares with beggars?" The old woman did not move. Something inside Amara burned, pride mixed with cruelty. And in a moment of thoughtless rage, she shoved the woman to the ground. The forest fell silent. No birds, no wind. The old woman stood slowly and smiled. "You mistake privilege for worth," she said. The ground trembled beneath their feet. Her eyes glowed like embers. "I am Kumari," she said, "keeper of time, watcher of hearts." Amara stepped back, fear rising for the first time in her life. "With every breath," Kumari continued, "you have been given abundance. And with every breath, you chose cruelty." She struck the earth with her staff. Amara's golden dress turned to ash. Her skin tightened. Her reflection aged before her eyes. "For 90 days, Kumari declared, time will move faster for you, change your heart, or time will finish what pride began." And then she vanished. Amara screamed. By sunrise, her face looked older. By the second week, servants no longer bowed. By the first month, guards did not recognize her. Doors closed. Laughter followed her. For the first time, Amara felt invisible. She carried water with shaking hands. She waited in lines she once ignored. She listened to voices she once silenced. And slowly, painfully, she learned. She apologized without demanding forgiveness. She helped without expecting praise. Kindness stopped feeling strange. Humility stopped feeling heavy. As her body aged, her heart softened. On the final day, bent with age and breath fading, Amara returned alone to the forest. "I do not deserve mercy," she whispered, "but I am no longer who I was." The air grew warm. Kumari appeared. "You have learned what power never teaches," the spirit said. Time reversed, but wisdom remained. Amara returned not as a ruler feared, but as a leader remembered. And every season she left fruit beneath the forest tree, for those who needed sweetness. Because true beauty does not live in crowns or cloth. True beauty lives in the heart that learns to change.